I'm a post-war baby, but just barely. 1946, so my dad was a vet, not of the Pacific, but of Europe. And my boyhood, like a lot of boyhoods in the late 40s and early 50s, was about reliving the war, learning about your father, playing soldier, men at war comic books, the whole 9 yards. But that created in our generation, sometimes simplistic, but even in a sophisticated way, the idea that this barbarous nation fought us, and now they're like us again. When I was a fairly young kid, 10 or 12, I saw a movie that you may remember, Bridge on the River Kwai.
Of course.
Very famous movie about British prisoners of war being forced to build a bridge, a railroad bridge, in Southeast Asia for the occupying Japanese army. And that whole movie, with all its ins and outs, intricacies, violence, I was most struck by the Japanese colonel, chief officer of the prison camp. And I was struck by the fact that he spoke English, had studied, I think, engineering at a California university, and then the war came, and I puzzled over that for years. How could this man who was at war with us have studied with us? And it's a quick summary, an example of what you're saying, that for having ignored sophistication, modernization, cosmopolitan sense of what Japan was before the war, we have lost a sense of the whole fabric. And what we're doing with this MOOC, with visualizing cultures, is to try to reestablish for our imaginations, for everyone's imagination, what the whole culture was, how deep it was.